Hello Leo, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are and things are progressing well for you. This is your reading for the 17th through to the 23rd of January 2022 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond those dates. It is a general reading, Leo, so please take what resonates with you, but anything that doesn't, it's not for you, and just leave that behind. It'll be for somebody else. But let's see. And before I start, just to say that on the 17th we have a full moon, a beautiful energizing full moon. This moon is called the wolf moon. Historically, that's because wolves tended to be noticed to be howling a lot more at that time, although, you know, up to date we know that wolves howl for a lot of various and different reasons. But anyway, what this means is, I mean, here in the northern hemisphere, it's the dead of winter. It's right at the heart of winter. But of course, in the southern hemisphere, where you are, you're in the middle of your summer, or roughly round about, you know, the middle of your summer. But wherever you are, it doesn't matter. With this wolf moon, this full moon, it brings in a time for transformation and introspection. So basically, it's time to figure out what you need to have for a successful life. And it's a good time to do that, Leo. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Enough said. Let's get on with your reading then. So we'll start with the Oracle of Visions for some overall energies for you. All right, so what is it that's important for Leo to be aware of or to consider at this time, please? What's important for Leo at this time? 17th to the 23rd of January 2022, or thereabouts. All right, first of all, Leo, we have number 36, and this talks about entrapment, limitations, restrictions, possible complications, but feeling a bit bound, a bit tied up, you know, not able to do or go or say whatever it is that you need to. So let's see, I'll just put that to one side. We'll bring them together a little bit later into your reading, but number 51, and this talks about messages, deadlines, anticipation, waiting for those messages to come in, watching the clock, tapping your fingers, drumming your fingers on the table, waiting for the phone to ring. You know, it's that sort of an energy. And I guess that's why there's generally a feeling of restrictions and feeling held back and tied down at this time. All right, Leo, so let's get into your reading now. I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot for anybody that's interested. It's quite a large deck, so it's a bit difficult to manage, but it's so worth it. It's a lovely energy coming from this deck. I do enjoy using it. So the Druid Craft Tarot deck. So what's important then for Leo to know or be aware of at this time, please? What's important for Leo? Okay, so we have the heart of your reading, Leo, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have Virgo energy. This is the Hermit. This is coming away from the crowd. It is reflects the wolf moon energy, is a being introspective, going within, shining your light within, to get the answers, to see a better way forward perhaps, or a way to negotiate yourself down this very narrow path. You're at the top of the mountain now, you have a clear view, but it looks like the sun's setting here. We've got the moon out, the new moon here, so there's something new on the horizon here, but it's just finding a way to get there, to get started, and that sort of reflects, doesn't it, that feeling restricted and this, you know, waiting, just waiting for information to come in. Okay, so we'll clarify all the cards on the table with the Gilded Tarot now by Sherry Marichetti. Alright, so could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please? For Leo, 17th to 23rd of January 2022. We'll clarify all of the cards on the table, please. Okay, yes, here we go. At the bottom of the deck, the cards are all syncing together. We have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is very much taking time out. Rest, recuperation, waiting, very much a time of waiting for something to happen, something to come in. Being ready to grab this sword here, look, and jump up to go back into battle. But I mean, not necessarily about a battle, but this is just waiting, really, and recharging your energies, perhaps. But very much links in with the other cards that have already come out on the table. All right, Leo, so at the heart of your reading we have the King of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. The King of Pentacles is very much at the top of his game, to do with the Pentacles energies. The King of Pentacles sitting on his throne. Couldn't think what the word was. Sitting on his throne, so very much a master of what he does. And of course, the Pentacles are very much to do with money, work, career, finances, in some shape, form, or another. And this has come out right at the centre of your reading, Leo. So this is very much something about money, managing, finances, work, career. This may be talking about an aspect of yourself, Leo, for some of you. Or this may be to do with somebody connected to you, somebody in a very important position. I mean, for some of you, this could be an employer, perhaps. But it's somebody who's very good with money. So this has come out right at the heart of your reading. So this is very significant for you, Leo. And the Two of Swords. Now, as a clarifier, this is talking about crossed swords for some of you. For others, it's just a difficult decision that needs to be made. And it's to do with the King of Pentacles. And it could be the general energy of the King of Pentacles. But there's a decision to be made. A choice between two options, I feel here. But it's a bit difficult to look at. You see, the figure here has got a blindfold on. A metallic blindfold. So that, because she doesn't really want to look at what the options are. Okay. But it's something to do with finances, work or career. Money management, perhaps. Certainly a time of waiting for information to come in and feeling quite restricted as a result. So at the root of this situation, Leo, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. The Three of Pentacles, this is very much about putting the finishing touches to something you've been working on, being very focused on, being watched by others to how you manage and how you create whatever it is, and perhaps being admired, you know, and admired with your skills. But there's certainly, in the past, there's been this period of working very hard, being focused to create something. The clarifier is the Eight of Swords, and this is being stuck in your mind about a way forward, which way to go forward. And of course, you know, that very much reflects this particular energy here that came out right at the beginning. So here it is again, feeling stuck, can't think of a way out of this situation, but the blindfold's on again, so almost not wanting to see a way out because you don't want to look at it. And it's to do with putting the finishing touches to something that you've been working hard on and focused on. But I feel there's a bit of an ambiguity. There's an ambiguous energy here, because with the Eight of Swords, we've got the Two of Swords, haven't we? Making a decision between two options which you don't want to look at, feeling restricted and confined. And it's to do with something you've been working on, something that's coming, you know, putting the finishing touches to. With the Hermit, trying to get more information, and a time of hanging around. Right, the past influences, we have the Two of Cups and we have the King of Wands. So the past influences leading on to this current situation, it's to do with a relationship of some sort. So it could be a close, intimate relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a close friendship, two people on the same page at work, for example. It could be family, a close family relationship. But whatever it is, it's some form of a close relationship. The clarifier is the King of Wands, and this is very much the entrepreneurial energy. It's very much your energy, Leo. It's not gender specific. Okay, so very much your energy, very fire energy, go-getting, creative, sees opportunities, goes for them. It's that, you know, very vibrant, action orientated energy here. And of course the Kings, as I've said before, with the King of Pentacles, he's very much at the top of his game, at the top of this suit, very much in control of his destiny. And you can see he's looking across at the couple here. I feel this is representing yourself, Leo. Something to do with a relationship. It could be a relationship, two people coming together in the past, two people on the same page. All right, so this is just for some of you. So they're the past influences. And I feel probably looking at the roots, so the two of you, and this is obviously with yourself bringing an entrepreneurial energy to this, putting the finishing touches to something that you've been working on, but feeling a bit stuck about going forward, which way to go forward, and you're still in that energy a little bit with the Two of Swords here. And it's concerning a King of Pentacles energy, somebody who manages the money. Okay. We could have the energy of Pentacles here, to do with finance and money, but also with the Wands energy, which is the fire, action, movement and change. Okay, right. What are you thinking about, Leo? Well, we have the Six of Wands and the Chariot. And what you're thinking about is this, the Six of Wands is some form of victory, success, achievement, being admired by others for, you know, what your achievements are. But this is what you're thinking about, either for yourself or, you know, it's an energy around you. Some form of success and achievement. However, there's a delay. So we've got the Chariot here, but the blocks are still in front of the wheels. There's no horses and there's no reins. And the young woman is sort of a bit distracted looking the other way. So I feel that, again, this is a reflection of delays. You know, so whatever it is that's been successful, there are delays. And you can see the young woman looking across at the knight on his horse coming back from the battle, having won the battle. But she's looking at this, but there's no energy here for going forward yet. And I feel that just reflects what's happening at this time for you, Leo. So going forward, yes, we have the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So going forward, the Nine of Swords, this is very much fear-based energy, thoughts that are magnified, particularly at night. You know, when our subconscious throws up all our negative thoughts that we can't get rid of, and they become magnified, so they become bigger than what they should be. And I feel this is an energy for you, Leo, going forward. It's going to have fear-based thoughts, you know, worries, you know, anxiety about something. And what it's to do with is some form of a burden and responsibility you've been carrying. And that's certainly how it's been feeling for you. But when the tens come forward, it means it's a time of completion. So it'll be coming to the time of dropping this burden, this responsibility, whatever it is that's causing this anxiety within you. But that's going to be dropped very soon. And that could well be as things start to move forward for you and decisions are made, choices are made, decisions are made. The finishing touches put to whatever it is you're working on. And I feel things need to start to move forward for you to be able to move on from the burden you've been carrying and release these anxious thoughts. So what is it your guides would like to say to you now, Leo? Well, we have the High Priest and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So, excuse me. The High Priest is quite a powerful energy here. He holds a lot of power and he brings a lot of insight and clarification to situations. It's very much a very high universal energy. The High Priest is very comfortable in his surroundings. He sits on his own throne. And it's a major arcana as well, so it's quite a significant energy. But this is coming forward with some form of confirmation here. And assurance, I feel, that because we have the Three of Wands here. And the Three of Wands is this time of waiting for your ship to come in. And I can see the ship coming into the harbour here. So this time of waiting, which reflects a lot of the other energies on the table, it won't be long. You know, the ship's coming in. And it's just this time of waiting. There's lots of preparation and planning already been put into place here. So there's just one final thing now that you're waiting for to come in. All right. And the High Priest, I mean, of course, in ordinary tarot, the High Priest is the Hierophant. And this is about, you know, universal blessings doing the right thing, you know, the rubber stamp being put on this situation. But he also brings a lot of power and clarity and confirmation for you. So it's just about waiting a little bit longer, Leo. Just wait a little bit longer. Alright, because we have 2 final messages for Leo. Remember, this reading won't be for everybody, Leo, but it certainly will be for somebody, or for a few of you. So what else have we got for Leo, please, to conclude this reading? What else? Alright, Leo, we have to conclude your reading, we have grounding, so go deep and explore your roots. And then we have tread thoughtfully. So it's a narrow pathway here. So grounding, so it's important because of all this delays, this waiting, this anxiety, that the thoughts going round and around because of decisions and choices to be made. It keeps you in your head, and your mind can be your greatest ally, but it can also be your greatest enemy. And at times when we're hanging around just waiting, and especially if we're carrying burdens and anxieties, we can be very much stuck in our mind, and those thoughts become quite fear-based then, and quite bigger than what they should be. So it's important to stay grounded, however you manage to do that, Leo, whether it's walking by water, meditating, yoga, doing general mundane tasks, wearing deep coloured clothing. But so go deep and explore your roots, you know, imagine roots going down from your feet into the ground, and drawing up the beautiful earth energies. And yes, it's a bit of a narrow pathway, and I feel that's probably how it's feeling at the moment. So take it a step at a time, tread thoughtfully. It's saying it's a narrow pathway, so for some of you, it's about not rushing into something, watching where you're going, be mindful of words, perhaps, of actions, deeds. At this time, it's a time of perhaps, taking your time, giving some thought to your next steps. That's just for some of you, Leo. And that's why it's important to stay grounded, I feel. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. Whoever it's for, and it won't be for everybody, but whoever this reading is for, I hope you've enjoyed it and it's given you a little bit of clarity on your situation. And I do hope, when the time's right, that things can start to get going for you. All right, so good luck going forward, and until next time, bye-bye for now.